Next to me is Keith Arrowsmith, Global Marketing Director at Onetag. Welcome back to Cannes. It's been a couple of years.
Thank you, Mike. It's lovely to see you again. It's hot again.
Yes,
it's
always
hot
is.
again. Yeah.
Has much changed in the last 2 years? Of course it has.
Of course it has. Well, I think in ad tech, I always think we're in dog years. So
right.
one normal human, it's 7 years in ad tech, the speed at which things move as well.
I haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, do you like it? But
like
the speed is intense. The technology is moving very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we all know about what's happening with the latest developments in AI and agentic, etc. But a lot of good stuff in programmatic for the open internet.
What sort of conversations you've been having? What sort of themes are you seeing emerging or trends?
First of all, thank you for seeing me out here on the green.
I've
mainly been at our Onetag and Ariel apartment. So we've got an apartment on Rue des États-Unis, just a couple of 100 yards from here. And it's been more people coming to us and the conversations we've been having. There was an ad vision panel, a couple of panels that happened on our roof this morning.
Oh, great.
So Sphere.
Sounds a bit shabby.
And
Sorry,
and we were talking about programmatic outcomes as one of those panels as well.
What sort of things were emerging there?
The themes there is basically the open internet. You know, it needs to catch up with the walled gardens. The walled gardens obviously still dominate spend, but the fact is the rate of that growth is slowing, and the open internet, it's still growing, of course, and massive, but the open internet, obviously we know it lags behind the revenue it should be making relative to the walled gardens, but it is making improvements. And I think the thing to realise as well is there's talk of Google AI overviews and the impact on inventory for publishers. We believe we're moving to a value proposition for the open internet, not the volume, because there was never a problem with the volume of supply. Now it's about how does everything work with creating much more value, and how does that technology really extract that value and deliver that for everyone, for the publishers, for the buyers, and for the audiences. So that's where the technology is going, and that's a lot of the conversations we're having, is how to accelerate that.
Things seem to be changing quite rapidly for publishers at the moment, in terms of the technology.
Publishers are our best friends. They are our lifeblood. We're a global exchange. We have a curation platform. We have a creative services and intelligence company with Ariel as well now. But without our publishers, we're nothing as a business. We're here to serve them. We're here to fund them in terms of the.
Are they managing to keep up though with all the technological developments?
We do quite a lot of thought leadership with our publisher partners as well. We do panels with them, talking generally to the industry about, where the open internet is going next, trying to explain the concepts around sell-side decisioning and how, publishers' data being applied much closer to them as opposed to off on the demand side, how this makes programmatic work much better. And I'd say as well, publishers now helping us really get an understanding that programmatic isn't just about the open exchange. This is about deal IDs, this is about public deals, this is about tying creative as well as media together, just the new ways that the technology can work. There wasn't just the old days of the open exchange, just how that can be very automated now.
Just finally, you've been on the acquisition trail lately. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Well, the two main developments for us this year in the run up to Cannes, we always had the media quality optimization, which was the heart of the Onetag global exchange. So that years of intelligence, thinking like the buy side, making that work. Then the week before Cannes, we announced a product called Dynamo, which is doing the sell-side decisioning algorithm, but also bringing in business intelligence for outcomes, so CPC, CPA, cost per lead, etc., making that work like left and right side of the brain on the supply side. So doing that on the supply to work better for the demand side. So we're doing that as a free service. And then the other thing we're bringing in is the creative intelligence as well. So we bought quite uniquely an Italian headquartered ad tech company, and we bought a quite uniquely headquartered Italian ad creative company called Ariel. So they do amazing kind of AI ad creative, but also they, as part of the offering, for instance with the publishers, they can work through our exchange, but also use our VR and AR formats for themselves, not just part of the service for their own direct sales as well, to make just the creative experience much better for audiences. So we want to have a day where no one complains about online ads, that they find them rewarding, engaging. So it's the right message for the right moment, but really strong creative as well. So just making the value of the impressions we have as strong as they can be. So moving up from the old days of automation of programmatic to intelligence. Yeah, so that's kind of what we've been up to with that acquisition. Yeah, it'll take a bit of time to make all the pieces work
together,
but it's getting there, and we're doing exciting work with our partners now.